How are you guys doing today? I hope you're fine. I'm fine, thank you. You see, we're getting on this. We are really doing well so far. I said I'm going to be here. One second. I'm going to be here. One second. Okay, there you go. So I was just confirming that it actually works. Welcome everybody who's joining today. I hope you guys are actually okay. I am fine, thank you. And I'm here really quick. I told you guys I'll be coming here when I'm preparing my dinner, yeah? So today, actually I'm preparing creamy spinach. So I have some frozen spinach here. You can be able to see. I've managed to move Facebook guys here, even though Facebook cannot see my face, which is okay as long as you guys are able to see the food that actually I'm preparing. That's the most important thing. So you're able to see there, yeah, which is amazing. So spinach. So we have onions and we have some tomato, and then I have here some. Let me put it down here. Some beef. So what I did, I grilled the beef and then I stored it. I froze the beef. So you can see there, yeah? You're able to see that. So that is what we are going to be preparing today. Having that with ugali. I'm not preparing ugali now because we have to take Tyler. Tyler has rugby. So we have to take Tyler for rugby and then we'll come back. That's when we're going to prepare our ugali. But at least you guys are going to be able to see. Hi everybody, welcome. Thank you very much for everybody who's joining. You're most welcome. Just bear with me 1 second. Okay, just bear with me 1 second, guys. Tyler, please bring me my other phone. Or send a message to Kenya. The blue one. The one with the crap camera. Sorry guys. Okay. So I'm back. Yeah? So I forgot to tell my sister that I'm actually going live. She's not going to be happy with me. But anyway, we are here. Tyler is my best friend. Woo woo! It's not Valentine. Tyler's best friend is here, Tyler. Your best friend is actually watching me, which is really good. So anyway, back here, so I'm going to go straight on and I'm going to start making the onions. It's going to be really nice and simple. So on both of the pots that I'm going to use, for the pot I'm going to use for beans, I already have my frozen garlic and ginger there, as you can see, nice and easy. So let's go ahead. So we will use one and a half onions for this spinach, and then the other half we're going to use it for the beef, yeah? So I'm going to go ahead and just start preparing this. So you've seen I've halved it, and then after cutting it in half, I have gone straight with chopping it off. So if you're joining now, welcome, and thank you again for joining today. I hope you're fine and you had a lovely day. Yeah, Tyler's, yes, I'll tell him. But who are you? Who are you? You're telling me you're Tyler's best friend. You need to tell me who you are so that I can be able to tell him, Tyler, look, one of your friends is here. Tell me who you are. And then I can be able to tell him. That is if he decides to come down here. But I am going to be able to tell him. So everybody who's joining, welcome. Welcome. We are cutting onions. So basically what I'm doing with the onions, I've halved them, and then after cutting them in half, I'm slicing them. You can slice the onions the way you want. It doesn't matter. You don't have to. Rohan! Rohan is watching me. Rohan, I've told Tyler you're watching me. I don't think he can hear me because he's on the other side. He's coming. I can hear his footsteps. So we're going to say, Tyler, wow. Rohan is watching me. Okay. What? Did you send a message on it? No, I forgot. Okay. I'm still looking for after you didn't tell me. Oh, sorry. It's okay. I'll do it myself. Guys, just give me 1 second. I send a quick message if it's going to allow me to do it. No, it's not going to allow me to do, which is okay. Rohan Tyler said hi to you. I don't think he can come here because he's not fully dressed. Yeah, he's getting ready for rugby. That's why. So anyway, half. Yes, after cutting the onion in half, you're going to go straight and start slicing it down. Everybody who's joining, welcome, welcome. Don't forget to Rowan, tap the screen, and show some love to the video so that we can invite more people to come in and join us today. I hope you guys have had a lovely day. My day has been really lovely, but it's been one of those days where you don't feel like doing anything. Yeah, you don't feel like doing anything, but you have to do things. Thank you very much for showing love to the video. Welcome Team Allegra, welcome Jasmine, cool. Welcome Jacob with a Q. That's very interesting. I hope I've said it right. The guy with the Q, it almost looks like a Jacob, I think so. Thank you for joining, and also the people in Facebook, thank you very much guys for joining and watching. So we have our onions here, as you can see, which is amazing. You guys need to go lower a bit like that. Yeah, perfect. So now red pepper. So I am going to just go around and cut my red pepper, and I need the seeds. Pardon me, I need the seeds for this meal because it's not going to be spicy. It's just going to taste even much better. Again, with the peppers, there's no procedure of cutting it. Just cut it and just make sure it is edible. Yeah, it's edible because we're going to put it directly to the beef that we are preparing. Thank you everybody who's joining. Guys, show some love on the video by tapping. I heard that if you tap, you're showing some love, and that helps me be able to reach more people to come and actually watch these lovely videos of what we are preparing. So there you go. We have already got our onions. Our onions are done. And then we have our bell pepper. Thank you very much, all those people who are tapping. Yeah, means very much. And then we have some coriander here. Then, so what we're going to do, we're going to go straight and start preparing our spinach because that is the main thing we're going to start with. Yeah, so I'm going to put that on the side, and then I'm going to bring in this. Yeah, so I'm going to bring in this here. So here is just a pot. I'm going to turn up the hob. And then we're going to start preparing our spinach. This is not going to take really long. TikTok guys, move this way. There you go. There you go. I hope you're able to see better. Yeah. Facebook guys are right on the good spot. I hope everybody is actually seeing this and enjoying the video. Yeah. So I'm going to add some oil. So I'm using some vegetable oil that I've just transferred on this nice jar, or wherever you want to call it. And on the pot so far now we have some garlic and ginger, and then we have some vegetable oil. Let me just open the window. There you go. So we have some garlic and ginger and some oil. I'm going to add a little bit extra oil in a bit, but not yet. Yeah, but we're going to add a little bit oil in a bit. Not yet. I just feel like you guys are not in a good position. No, you are actually in a good position. You're able to see, because it's not seeing me mainly, it's just seeing the pot. Perfect. You're able to see the pot. Yeah, you guys are all okay. Chrissy, thank you for joining. Everybody who's joining, thank you. And Amina, Jonathan, thank you guys for joining today. So on our pot, we only have garlic and ginger, and then with some vegetable oil. So immediately after that, I'm going to go straight in with our onions that we've cut. Remember, we're only using 1.5 of that onions that we've cut. Yeah. So that's enough onions there, and you want to mix the onions together. So we have garlic, ginger, vegetable oil, and some onions. That's what we have here. And then on the side we have our double cream, because remember it's creamy spinach. So we have our double cream here. And then the spices I'm going to use today are, yes, we always use spices: paprika, available on africanscotchkitchen.com. You need a half a teaspoon. Sprinkle your paprika. And another one that I'm going to use, my paprika has a bit of a crack, is turmeric. Is some turmeric. Yeah. So again, I only need a teaspoon of that. There you go. So paprika and some turmeric. That's all I've put here. And some salt. I tend to put my salt earlier so that it can cook well with all the food. You put salt as per your taste. I'm not sure what your taste is, but just make sure you put the salt as per your taste. Yeah. So keep on stirring that baby up. Guys, keep on showing love on the video by tapping the screen. It actually helps a lot. Just added some oil there again because the spices tend to make the food really dry. Thank you guys, those who are tapping and those who are joining. Thank you very much for joining us today. I hope you're okay. Let me just wash my hands really quick because I feel as if something is gone into my eye. Okay, so let's go back here. So far here we have some vegetable oil, then we have some onions, so we're using red onions, then we have garlic and ginger. That's what we have there. Then immediately after that we're going to go straight with our spinach. Yeah, you can use fresh spinach, you can use frozen spinach the way I'm using. Doesn't matter as long as it is spinach. Yeah, you can use any form of spinach. Thank you guys who are joining, and thank you for those people who are showing love. Yeah, I do appreciate that so much. So as you can see here, what we've actually used is paprika, and we've used some turmeric, and then onions, garlic, ginger, and vegetable oil. That's what we've used on our spinach, and it looks amazing. Yeah, we're going to have this with ugali later. Yeah, so I'm not going to prepare ugali today because it's a bit too early for us. Thank you everybody who's joining. Thank you, Tracy. You'll hear you. I don't have any background noise, my status. It says remove the background noise, and I'm thinking the background noise is the shushing of the food. How can you remove that? You can't remove that. Anyway, get your double cream and smother it properly inside there, yeah? Because remember, we are preparing creamy spinach, yeah? Creamy spinach means it's full of cream. Yeah, so we're going to turn this baby up the way I am doing. Turn the baby up properly. If you don't like using cream, you can actually supplement the cream with yogurt. You can use yogurt instead, and it is still going to do. Thank you very much, those people who are tapping. You can use yogurt, and it's going to have the same effect. I've just added a little bit of water as well, because after this point, I'm going to put this on the side. Thank you those people who are joining, and thank you those people who are tapping. I'm going to leave this so that it can cook really nice and slowly on the back, because if you look at it, it looks epic already. It looks really amazing. We don't need to add any salt because the salt has actually, it's actually amazing. It's spot on. We don't need to add any salt whatsoever. Yeah, so you can see that's our lovely creamy spinach, almost done, not 100% done yet. So what I'm going to do next, I'm just getting a cloth to wipe here. Yeah, what I'm going to do next is our beef. But for our spinach, it's literally done. Yeah, it's literally done. And thank you very much for all those people who are tapping. It means really much for us, because the more you tap, the more people actually see the video. Invite Soha Khan to co-host. No, I'm not inviting anybody. I just want you to learn how to cook. Yeah, so today we are having some creamy spinach, and we're going to have this with some beef. Yeah, so this is the first part of our cooking done. I hope this is actually made a lot of sense. It's really nice and simple. You can have this with some white rice if you're vegan or vegetarian. You don't have to use cream. I'm sure there is vegan or vegetarian cream that you can actually use, or you can actually use some coconut cream if you do not prefer to use any dairy stuff or dairy cream. Again, vegan and vegetarian people don't use any, I think they don't have dairy stuff. So again, you have that option. You can use coconut cream to make it creamy. Yeah, any other stuff that makes it creamy rather than the thing. You don't have to use milk because when you put milk, it's not going to be really creamy. It's just going to be nice and white. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to put this back, and then we're going to go straight on and start preparing our beef. Yeah, so I'm going to put that there, and then the fire is on there, and I'm going to bring in my pot. There you go. Yeah, thank you guys who are tapping. Continue tapping. It means a lot to me. It makes that the video is reaching more people, which is amazing. So next pot, for now we're going to do the next meal, which I said is going to be beef. Yeah, thank you everybody who's joining. Welcome. We are preparing our creamy spinach and some beef. So the beef was grilled first, and then I'd frozen it for some time, and then now it is ready to make some sauce with it. It's going to be really nice and rich, by the way. Let's give this a quick wash because we want to use this again. Yeah, we want to use that again, so we're going to, I'm going to use the wooden one. Let's see, let's use these ones. Yeah, let's use that. So garlic and ginger again already on the pot, and then you need some vegetable oil. Yeah, some vegetable oil on there, and we want to go ahead and start preparing our beef. We still have time, not much time, but we still have time. Yeah, so let's get on with this before the time runs out, because we have rugby today, so we want to prepare this before we actually go out. Okay, so here we are. 1 second, guys. I just feel guys, your days are fast. Oh, that's better. Oh, there you go. I feel now that's much better. Yeah, these guys are spot on. Yeah, so here we go. On the pot, vegetable oil, garlic and ginger. Correct? Yeah, don't forget guys, you tap. The more you tap, the better we progress. Immediately after that, we go with our onions. So 1.5 red onions, or you want to call them purple, they're called red onions. They're really nice and sweet. You will realize I use red onions most of the time. Some peppers have gone in there, it's okay, because they will go in there anyway at a certain point. Yeah, so anyway, come back here. We're going to mix this up together. So far we have vegetable oil, garlic and ginger, and we have some red onions. Yes, thank you everybody who's joining in, and for everybody else, don't forget to tap. Yeah, the more you tap, the better it becomes. Yeah, okay, back here. So onions, garlic and ginger, vegetable oil. Yes, so mix the baby up, but make sure that you mix it thoroughly until your garlic has actually smothered itself around the onions. Then next, I have here a tin, one cup or 1 tin of tomatoes. Yeah, so chopped tomatoes, you go in there with them. This is also another easy one. This is also another easy recipe that you can actually use for any of your meats or any vegetables you want to prepare. Ooh. Okay, I'm making a mess there. Guys, 1 second. I don't know how that has happened, but I'm actually forward. Okay. I don't know how that happened, but the tomatoes went all over the place. Okay, anyway, back here. So when this is still bubbling up, we're going to go straight with our spices. So we have some turmeric. Those are the spices we are using today. Some turmeric. You need 2 teaspoons of this. So remember, the teaspoon is the tiny one. That's the one I'm using today, the tiny teaspoon. So I'm going to go with the first one, a sprinkle of that. Let's remove this out here so that you can be able to see. And then we're going to go with the second one. Yeah, and then I'm going to move this spice on this other side. Then the next one, I'm going to use some paprika. Hi, my lovely. Thank you for joining. We're using some paprika. It's going to be exactly the same portion as my turmeric. Sprinkle. So today we've used paprika, turmeric. And last but not least, I'm going to use my curry powder. Yeah? So that's the curry powder I'm using. All our spices are available on our website, which is africanscotchkitchen.com. I am hoping very soon I'm going to be able to have the spices on here on TikTok so that you guys all can be able to order directly from here. Yeah? So, but for now, they're just available on our website. Thank you very much for everybody who's joining, and continue to tap it. The more you tap, the better it is. Okay, let me go back on this one. So what you don't need to do next is just mix the spices that we've cooked, yeah? And you will realize when this time has come, when you put the moment you put the spices, it's going to go a little bit dry. So what you need always is just add a little bit of oil, just a little, not too much, just a little bit of oil. Because if you don't add oil immediately, it's going to start sticking, and we don't want it to start sticking, right? You want it to cook properly and not start sticking. So we're going to give this like literally a second. Yeah, literally a second. And you should be able to see on the edges of your pot, it starts like bubbling. You should be able to see some bubbling happening at the edges of your pot where the oil is, which is good. Yeah, that shows you like the cooking process is happening properly, right? Okay, then the next thing we're going to do after this, we are going to go straight with our beef. Yeah, we're going to go straight with our beef. It's going to go in there. And as I say, the beef was grilled before it was frozen. You can do that. When I was growing up, they used to actually dry the beef. They used to dry the beef and put it outside on the sun for a period of time before they do this process. Yeah, and that meat tasted amazing. I won't lie to you guys. It really tasted good. Add your salt at this moment. And then what we're going to do, we're going to try and turn our beef to just make sure that all the lovely juices have actually gone on our beef. So I'm going to do that now, turning our beef, and it looks as if it's just blending in with all the spices as it should. There you go. And I'm going to turn this last one as well. Yeah, looks really nice and delish, which is good. So this is how it looks like so far. So here we have red onions, we have some tomatoes, we have garlic and ginger. The spices for the day that we've used today, the spice we've used is paprika, turmeric, and curry powder. Yes, curry powder. Those are the spices that we've used today. And it's so nice and simple, as you can see. You should be able to do this any time of the day. Then the next thing from there, we're going to add some water. Yes, the water is the sauce that we need. Yes, we're going to add some water, and as you can see, the more the process goes and becomes better, the bubblier it is. So we've added some water, and then I'm going to like literally mix a bit so that all this juiciness can mix up together. Hope you're able to see that. And then when those juiciness are mixing up together, what I'm going to do next, oh, that's hot. I'm going to cover this up for a few. Yeah, when I've covered that up for a few, the next thing I'm going to do, I'll just put away some of these bowls away for cleaning up. Yeah, get rid of some of the things out of my way. Then because I have two more ingredients that I've actually not used, I'm going to put my cream back in the fridge. There are 2 ingredients that I've not used, so the process is almost done. Yeah, so thank you everybody who's joining. I hope you're really enjoying this. So the next thing, I'm going to open that. That's taken like literally less than a minute, right? I'm opening that up, and you can be able to see if your oil starts floating up. Yeah, if your oil starts floating the way that you can actually see there, that means that cooking process is doing so well. And because the cooking process is doing so well, this is the time you can end up, if you want to, you can add some more water so that you can have some more sauce, or you can just leave it the way it is. You don't really need to add any water. Yeah, so I'm not going to add any water personally, because I think we have enough juice, we have enough sauce for this dish. So I'm not going to go ahead and add any water. Yeah, but the thing I'm going to add, Tyler, is that you? Okay. The thing I'm going to add is my red bell peppers. And the next thing I'm going to add is my coriander. So my fresh coriander. As you can see there, we just go there and add everything that's not there. And I'm going to mix this. This you can have with anything. You can have it with some chapati. You can have it with some potatoes. Mashed potatoes looks really yummy with some mashed potatoes, right? You can have it with some rice. And we are going to have ours with some ugali. Yeah, even though we are not preparing the ugali now, but that is what we're going to have ours with. So when you've added your bell peppers and you've added your coriander, the simmering after this is going to be very short. This bell pepper is really huge, yeah, but it's okay. So after this process, what we're going to do, we're going to cover this baby up for very few minutes. Yeah, meanwhile, when this is popping up, remember we cooked our creamy spinach, right? So what we're going to do now, we are going to exchange this so that we can check out, pardon me, we can check out our spinach. So I'll put this down here for a second, and I'll move my spinach back here, because remember the spinach was cooking at the back there. Remember that? Yeah, I hope you've not forgotten that we were cooking some spinach as well. Our spinach is here, and there you go. Look at that baby. Look at that. Yeah, you can see that is the oil that we use. I've started foiling. Any most of the meals where you're preparing and you actually start seeing the flotation or the oil floating, that means that that food is cooking so well or almost all done. Yeah, so you can choose which process you want, but this one is definitely done. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to turn the hob off because our spinach is definitely done, and I'm going to get one of these bowl because I want us to try the spinach. Remember, I said I'm still going to try the food even though we are not having dinner now. I am still going to have that. Yeah, so this is how, okay, there. This is how it looks like. You can see there. Yeah, so this is how our lovely spinach looks like. So I'm going to get one of my tiny spoons. I hope you're able to see that. I'm putting it a little bit close so that people on Facebook can be able to also see. And whoa, that tastes really, really good. I had to put it down because it's really, really hot. But guys, this is really, really good. You can have it straight the way it is if you are doing your January, February diet. You can have it with some rice. You can have it with some potatoes. I'm talking about starch, yeah? You can have it with some chapati as well. Basically, you can have it with anything you wish. Yeah? There you go. Okay? So, this is done. It's going to be covered. I wish I'd put some chili, but I'm not going to put chili because the boys will not love chili on this. But I'll be having mine with a little bit of chili. She's 9. Who's 9? What is, oh, is it? What is O? Is it? Okay, I don't know what. Some people are having a conversation here. I don't know what they're talking about. Somebody is 9. I don't know who that is who's 9. And I don't know if it's 9 years or something. In short, okay. I don't know what people are talking about there. But just to let you know, we are done with our spinach. And it is ready to be served. So this is going to be on the side, ready to be served, yeah? So, last but not least, I am going to bring back our beef here. Going to bring back our beef. Man, that spinach is amazing. I'm bringing back our beef for you guys to be able to spinach with what? Spinach, I'm going to have our spinach with beef, and I'm going to have it with ugali. I'm not preparing the ugali now because we're not eating now. We are going out in a bit for Tyler's rugby. And then after rugby, that's when we can be able to eat. Yeah? I hope I've answered your question. So the other meal we have prepared today is the beef. Wow. That looks so good. Thank you, Josephine. Yes. It looks really, really good. Yeah? So what I did before, I grilled the beef, and then I froze the beef, and then now I made a sauce for the beef, and then I just dipped the beef, and gosh, it looks really, really good. Yeah? So what I'm going to do, because now I also do Facebook at the same time, guys, yeah? So that I can actually have some of more highlights on this, yeah? Just got the number 3 viewers. Thank you, my lovely. Does this spinach have yogurt? I've used cream on the spinach, but you can use yogurt. You don't have to use cream. I've used cream, double cream. You don't have to use cream. You can use yogurt. You can use coconut cream as well. Yeah. What is the sauce, please? The sauce is beef. So what has happened? Oh, I'm sorry, my sweetheart. So what I did, I'm turning this off because we finished preparing this. We don't want it to overcook. So how I've prepared this beef, just a quick summary for those people who just joined. Hi, Kate. Thank you for joining, my sweetheart. Better late than never. Yeah, my face is on TikTok, even though you can be able to see what we've actually prepared on Facebook. So what we have here, my lovely, is some red onions, garlic and ginger. So I started preparing red onions, garlic and ginger, right? Then after that, with some vegetable oil. Then after that, I went in with 1 cup or 1 tinned tomato, 1 cup of chopped tomatoes. You put that in and you let that cook. Then after that, I went in with the spices. So the spices I've used today are paprika. I've used 2 teaspoons, this small baby here, 2 teaspoons of paprika, 2 teaspoons of curry powder, and 2 teaspoons of turmeric. That's the spice I've used there. And then I've sprinkled some onion. Then after that, I mixed it up together so that the sauce can be really nice and thick. Then I introduced the beef. Remember with the beef, I grilled it previously and froze it, yes? So it's been from the freezer, let it out for it to defrost, and then now, time for cooking it. So I put my beef inside there, and that is what you're currently seeing in here. Then after my beef, I let it cook for a few more minutes. It was less than 5 minutes, basically. And then I introduced the peppers, the red peppers, and, pardon me, the fresh coriander. Then after the peppers and coriander, I let it cook for another 4 to 5 minutes, or should I just say total 10 minutes? Yeah, and this is what we've achieved. Don't forget to put a little bit of water because if you need a bit of sauce. So I added very small amount of water because we don't want it to be soggy. We just want the sauce to be really nice and thick, and that is what we've actually achieved. So for tonight, we are having this, and we are having some creamy spinach. Here is our creamy spinach. Yeah, you're able to see that. Yeah, there you go. That's our creamy spinach. So we are having these 2 babies together. You can see that. So we are having our creamy spinach and our beef. We're going to have it with ugali. We're going to prepare ugali some other time. Please, what's on the creamy spinach? On the creamy spinach, I've used red onions, then I've used double cream, spinach itself, and then the spices I've used for the spinach is paprika and turmeric. That is what's on the spinach. Yes. So what I'm going to do, because I've been recording this same video on the Facebook page, and the good thing with Facebook, you can still go back and you still find the video. I'll see if I can bring back the video and I can edit it a bit so that I can put it back there, because the good thing, the video doesn't have my face, but at least you're aware of what we've prepared. So I hope you've actually enjoyed this. Thank you very much for those people who are joining. I'm sorry, we are actually ending the video very soon, but I am glad that you came in today. So the policy we've started again is we are trying to make as many videos as possible each and every day. So I'm always here between oh, this is the spinach. Now I'm eating the spinach. I'm always here ready to prepare for my dinner between 5 p.m. UK time, yeah, and 7 o'clock, because most of on Tuesday I have to take Tyler for rugby. No, on Monday he goes for trampoline. Tuesday he goes for rugby. Wednesday he goes for rugby. Thursday will be relaxed. But yesterday, it wasn't rugby. Yesterday I had a meeting, so I had to leave early. Set me up a table, please. Yes, you're most welcome, my sweetheart, but you have to come later. We are eating very late today after rugby. So I'm going to try and come in every evening and do a video. So please make sure you check out my thing. Follow me if you don't follow me. Share some love on my video so that when I'm live, you're aware that I'm live and you can be able to come and learn a few of this. Today is my first day of actually putting the Facebook thing there as well, because I realized I only find a few highlights on the videos that I make, and it's always good to have these recipes that you can share with people. So I'll try as much as possible to share them with you. So this is what we are having today. I hope you've actually enjoyed the video. That's our beef, or you can call it, no, it's not steak because it has some bones. So that's our beef. We are having this, and we are having this with our creamy spinach, and we're going to have it with some ugali. I'll send you guys some pictures. That said, I would just love to say thank you very much for those people who are coming here every day and encouraging me. I hope you enjoy this. If you have any question, inbox me. Please don't inbox me how much you love me. You can send me money if you love me so much and you think you do. Send me some money, then I'm going to be thinking about it like, oh, no, listen, yeah? Let's keep it professional, yes? I cook, you learn. If you're closer, you eat. Like this weekend, I'm going to be going to Babbage Farmers Market between 8:30 in the morning and 12:30. So that's Leicestershire. So if you're around that area, you can come and try some African cuisine that we actually prepare. That said, remember our spices are found on our website, africanscotchkitchen.com. Saturday, I'm going to be in Babbage. Next Saturday, I'm going to be in Tamworth. So let's see you again tomorrow, the same time or a little bit earlier, but not later. Have a good evening, and thank you very much for everybody who's just joined. Jim wants ugali. Jim needs to come for ugali. Yes, Jim needs to come and join and have some ugali. You're definitely most welcome, Kate. Yeah, I know it is you. So guys, I have to love you, but I have to leave you because we have to leave the house actually, because it's already 6:15. Yeah, so thank you very much again, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye bye. Bye, Facebook people.